Most people can recognize someone who looks rich. Luxury cars, designer clothes, expensive vacations, high-end apartments. But real wealth is often much harder to see, because true financial stability is usually invisible. You can't easily notice low debt, consistent investing, financial discipline, or freedom over time. What people usually notice instead are the visible signals of consumption. And in modern culture, appearing wealthy has become far more common than actually building wealth. Because many people spend years buying the appearance of success, while quietly sacrificing the freedom that real wealth is supposed to create. Modern culture trains people to associate wealth with visible lifestyle upgrades. A nicer car, luxury brands, expensive experiences, constant upgrades. And social media amplifies this constantly. People are exposed every day to carefully curated lifestyles designed to look successful, which slowly changes how success itself is perceived. Over time, many people stop thinking about wealth as freedom, and instead begin seeing wealth as appearance. The problem is that appearance can be financed. A luxury lifestyle can often be built on debt, monthly payments, financial stress, and long-term dependency on income, which means some of the lifestyles that appear richest on the outside are actually the most financially fragile underneath. Because looking wealthy and being wealthy are completely different things. Real wealth is often surprisingly unremarkable from the outside. Because many financially stable people spend far less energy trying to signal success. Instead, they focus on ownership, investing, low debt, and long-term flexibility. And most of those things are invisible. No one sees consistent investing habits. No one notices financial discipline. No one compliments avoiding unnecessary debt. But over time, those quiet decisions create enormous differences in financial outcomes. Because real wealth is usually built slowly, not through constant upgrades, but through consistency, patience, and controlled spending over long periods of time. Which is why many truly wealthy people often look surprisingly ordinary compared to people aggressively trying to appear successful.
One of the biggest financial traps in modern culture is feeling pressured to perform success. People often spend money not because they truly need something, but because they want to feel successful or appear successful to others. Over time, this creates a dangerous cycle. More spending, more comparison, more lifestyle inflation, and more financial pressure. Because once people emotionally attach their identity to external appearance, downgrading becomes psychologically painful. Even if maintaining the lifestyle creates stress, even if the income required to support it becomes exhausting, people find themselves trapped in expensive lifestyles they no longer even enjoy. Not because the lifestyle brings freedom, but because it protects an image. One reason real wealth is difficult to recognize is because financial freedom often looks boring from the outside. Imagine living below your means, driving a reliable car, avoiding unnecessary upgrades, and making long-term decisions instead of emotional ones. None of those things attract much attention online. Because modern culture rewards visible consumption, not quiet stability. But the people building long-term freedom are often focused on something far more valuable than appearances. They are buying flexibility, time, reduced stress, and control over their future. This means many financially free people intentionally choose lives that appear simpler than what they could technically afford. Because protecting peace becomes more important than performing status.
Status and freedom are not always the same thing. Status is external. It depends heavily on how life appears to other people. But freedom is internal. It comes from reduced pressure, lower dependency, and greater control over time and decision-making. That's why real wealth often becomes less visible over time. People who achieve financial peace usually stop feeling the need to constantly prove success. They no longer need every purchase to communicate status or every lifestyle upgrade to validate their worth. And eventually they realize something modern culture rarely teaches. The goal is not to look rich. The goal is to live free.
Real wealth is often invisible because the most valuable parts of it cannot be easily displayed. Peace of mind, flexibility, low stress, and freedom over your time. Those things rarely attract attention online, but they are often far more valuable than the appearance of success. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Minimalist Wealth for more content on wealth psychology, simple living, and long-term financial freedom. And remember, minimalize your way to financial freedom.